team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see, last season's national champions, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, he's going to throw the football. That's caught. It's Cruz. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is intercepted. He can't stop him. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. And now they've got great field position here early in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He finds some space. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down right at the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. The Ducks keep the football on the move. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it down the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back at the 20. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Peters. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball for 31. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Caught on the outside. It's McCoy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Defense is coming after him. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pulls it in. It's Cruz. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. The Ducks are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags a good throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, LSU. There was no catching him that time.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to...
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. finds his target. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the ball is hauled in. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal upcoming. QB keeper all the way. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down and more. He's still running. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the move now. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, this one could hurt you.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
He'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass rush closing in. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end, and got stopped. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on them. I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. A deep shot to the left side. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pocket breaking down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up 1st down at the 15. The Ducks come up to the line in a hurry up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Cruz. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Muscles past the defender. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Design quarterback run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Jackson. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Secondary backed up off the ball now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And they'll set up with a PAT. Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Throw now on first down. It's a wide receiver screen. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Pop over the middle. It's Peters. And the Ducks churn out another first down. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Here's the second down play. And the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. He's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's back to throw again on second and 10. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Here we go. It's 4th down and long from the 42. A chance for the defense to make a stop and take over in plus territory. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's running out of time here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch. It's Peters. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins in the 22. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the 1st half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this 2nd half started.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot, ball goes incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. It's going to be a loss on the play. Full set of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
And He's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He escapes the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
PAT is good, so it's an 11-point lead, 35-24. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple of yards deep. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
You put 5 wide receivers. Formation puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And tackled there by the defense.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the offense trots back out on the field again. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Pressure is coming. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make it pressured and drop back at the 8-yard line.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booker McFarland, Marcus Spears, and Glenn Dorsey, and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go.
And he throws his third interception of the day.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. That gain makes it second and medium.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looking to pass this time. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game, Kirk.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Zips it down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up.
Breaks free with room to run. What a catch and run by the junior. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He hands it off from the gun. Minimal gain, brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught for the completion. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Grab by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Defense not pressing this time. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Tigers. They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
56, Oregon, 30.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Bringing pressure. Looking deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Working clock with the ground game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. LSU is now operating in the red zone. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Press coverage now from the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, LSU.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walters. And they've got him back at the 4-yard line. Great coverage. Bad decision to bring it out. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to scramble. There's another interception. We're losing track. Could take it all the way. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, LSU.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is, if they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket, they have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Now here he goes. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The Ducks are in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Swarm by the pass rush. A sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
77, Oregon, 36.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep for late game heroics. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He keeps him on a design run.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it in the open. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly they're in great position to get points. And the Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And that one straight down the middle. They tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.